Hey everybody, it's HeroicMizu here. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about my game plan and why I'm staying at 1340 and not pushing to 1370. And if you didn't know, 1370 is the magic number since Argos has just dropped. And in order to do Argos, you have to be item level 1370. However, I feel that 95% of the population for Lost Ark is currently in tier 1 or tier 2. Maybe about 4% is in tier 3, and 1% of the population maybe has met that requirement of 1370. And for me, let me tell you about myself. So I got to tier 3 about 2 weeks ago. I'm a new player and I've been farming ever since. I've been trying to do my dailies, trying to make as much money as I can to get enhancement materials. And for the most part, I do not have enough enhancement materials in order to get to 1370. Will I continue to farm to try to push to 1370? Yes. However, I'm going to hold off on this. And let me tell you the reason why, because I feel like it's very inefficient to do this and it's also insanely expensive. I pretty much held on to all my mats until the patch dropped because there was rumors that we might get enhancement changes across the board in tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 that many people were talking about that said, oh, our patch notes here had higher rates. We might get that. However, this is not the case. It didn't drop. I was really disappointed that it wasn't in the patch notes. And I was still hopeful that they might have snuck it in once the servers actually came up, but this didn't happen. So I finally decided to use my materials in order to get to 1340. And by getting to 1340, I unlock an additional raid in tier 3, and I'm also able to do a higher level chaos dungeon as well. So within the additional raid, you'll get more money, you can get more materials that you can sell, and pretty much I'm good to go there. However, as I was upgrading my gear, I noticed that it's insanely expensive. So after you basically plus 6 your gear, which is close to 100% for the most part on most scenarios, but after that, it just drops drastically. Your honing chances, you're going to see a lot of failures unless you're extremely lucky. You're going to burn through a lot of materials, and on top of it, it uses gold for every attempt. So some of my attempts I was using 70 gold a pop, and then some of the other attempts as I continue to go higher, it was 120 gold a pop, and this quickly adds up. So I decided to stop at 1340, and the main reason why is because I think it's actually really inefficient if I keep trying to push my gear score. I could spend all my gold right now and try to buy a whole bunch of materials, but I feel like the better investment right now is to actually go on your alts and try to push your ults to higher tiers, and hopefully you'll be able to get your ult to tier 3. And once you actually get to tier 3, you're going to be able to do twice as many instances, abyssals, and get more money that way. And how are you going to level up these ults? Well, I'm going to give you some examples. You should do the tower on your main character if you have not done so already. Finish the first tower and then finish the second tower on your main character, and then that will unlock all the extra enhancement materials that you can get on your ults. So the first time you clear the regular tower, I believe it's all tier 1 enhancement materials. And then also once you clear that, on the second tower, it's all tier 2 enhancement materials. And let me tell you, the tower is not easy, even on my main. The last couple stages were quite difficult for me, and I failed quite a number of times. So this will really make you learn your ult character, so I highly suggest you pick an ult that you actually enjoy playing, otherwise it may be a struggle. After you clear the tower, you're going to be able to get a huge amount of enhancement materials. And if you already have money set aside from selling tier 3 mats, I highly suggest you to use Mari's Secret Shop. Mari's Secret Shop, in most cases, especially on my server, all the enhancement materials are a lot cheaper in Mari's Secret Shop than actually buying it from the auction house. If you're unsure on how to use Mari's Secret Shop, just quickly type on Google Mari's Secret Shop calculator, and you're going to be able to figure out whether or not it's worth it in order to buy the item on the shop versus buying it in the auction house. So once you actually figure that out, you're going to be able to understand the blue crystal exchange rate, and you're going to be able to gear out your characters quicker, faster, and better. And hopefully you'll be able to get your additional characters into tier 2, tier 3, and basically farm out all those materials for your main character. For your main character, as you continue to keep doing your chaos dungeons and instances, all the unbound mats that are tradable and sellable in the auction house, I highly recommend that you sell them for the most part, especially if they're cheaper to purchase on Mari's Secret Shop. So as you continue to buy those mats, you're going to get a constant stream of gold, and you'll be able to convert that gold into blue crystals, and the cycle keeps continuing. You'll be able to make out on a good profit, have good gold, have good blue crystal amounts, and you'll be in a healthy state for the game. But this is the strategy that I'm going to use. I'm going to level up my ult characters and try to progress them to tier 3 in order to eventually gear out my main character. and eventually one day I'll be able to do Argos. And on the other small part of it, I'm going to be hoping for the gear enhancement changes to eventually come maybe next Thursday or the Thursday after, but you can't count on that. But good luck to you guys out there. Thanks for listening to me ramble on my strategy, and if this is not the best strategy and you have a better one, let me know down below, because this is what I'm going to be doing for the next couple weeks. But good luck to you guys out there, and I'll catch you guys next time in another video of Lost Ark. Peace.